We had a couple questions coming today.
Cool.
This is the one I thought would be most fitting to the beginning of our
Most fitting?
How Do You Hear God series. And this is good. This is a really good application of the whole descriptive versus prescriptive.
Yeah.
Descriptive versus prescriptive.
Descriptive, that's right, yeah.
So the question comes in from, this is a texting question, so thanks if you texted in. So the question is, the roles of men and women appear to have been determined based on the actions of Adam and Eve in the garden, back in Genesis, right? So would you say this is a descriptive text or a prescriptive text, or both?
Just Genesis?
I don't know. They just said based on the actions of Adam and Eve.
Okay. Well, I would say they said something about roles, right? Roles were defined.
They said that gender roles basically have been were defined by the actions of Adam and Eve.
Yeah. I would. Oh, yeah.
I would argue that.
Yeah, and I would say that it's probably a mixture of both. But the reality is even that part was written more of a poetic form. So it's painting pictures for us, and we're pulling things from something that painted a picture for us. The other side of this is that in terms of descriptive and prescriptive is that oftentimes you have to look and see what consistently is being done throughout all of Scripture. So you look at that and say, okay, even if I only viewed Genesis as a descriptive text, I couldn't view Ephesians 5 as anything but prescriptive.
When it references
which
back,
is, hey, husbands do this, and when in terms of loving your wife, wives do this when it comes to submitting to your husband. So I can't look at that and go, okay, that's just a descriptive role of what that's been played out. No, that was a very prescriptive, instructional passage. So when I look at all those things, they begin to come together, and it's not that you won't find something descriptive and then see it prescriptive somewhere else. But again, I often find that it usually means there's something prescriptive in that original piece as well, whether it's something we're pulling out of the story or pulling out. And I do believe that there was already, again, we don't know what paradise was like. We don't have any idea. I believe that there was a certain amount of that, the role aspect that was established when God created man first and created woman. And then I believe, yes, the curse, the fall, the curse, only intensified it more in terms of, hey, man, you're going to work the land and sweat, and everything that you do for success is going to come at a price. But
that all happened because
of the fall.
And even to speak to their question, because of the actions.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Yes.
So, God set up a situation for them. Hey, do this, follow me, do what I'm asking you to do, and it's going to be gravy. And they didn't do that, right? So because of their actions,
So there's definitely some prescriptive parts in there because that's what God said.
Yeah.
Anytime God said something in whether Old Testament or New Testament, prescriptive. Just like, do this, don't do this.
Yeah.
We can pretty much take that as a whether it's in story format or not, that's what it is.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can ever really wash over an entire section like that and say, all of that is this and all of that is this. Maybe there are some exceptions, but a lot of times I feel like, for instance, we can see God did things in a very specific order. I don't think accidentally. Right. So we can take some, more prescriptive type things out of that rather than descriptive.
Yep.
So.
Very true.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bible's cool.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see you next week.
Did you have another one? Oh yeah.
The other one was. Oh, we'll say the other one. The other one was literally someone. I don't know if this is a joke or not. Someone was like, are we going to limit the ways we can hear God speak, or something to that effect? And the short answer, no, we're not.
Yeah, no.
We've got 2 more weeks of this series.
Yeah, I would say.
Hang in there.
Yeah, again, today I tried to even say this is definitely focused on this. Next week is going to be prayer. The third week is going to be a lot of those things that fall outside of Bible and prayer.
Yes.
But I don't know if I'm going to exhaust every single way. I don't think I can. And again, I'll probably just say from the standpoint of, God chooses to speak another way to you,
right. And I think the question was more geared towards are we trying to say that God only speaks in specific ways? Short answer, no.
Right.
He can do what he wants.
Right.
He spoke through a burning bush. He spoke through. He can speak in a person who comes in the middle of the night and wrestles with you and then never appears again.
Exactly right.
There's things he can do
so many
that
ways.
are beyond our understanding. So short answer, no, we're
not.
Right.
That's right. So
because we just talked about the Bible.
Hopefully that's a good question. Hopefully you'll come back and listen to the 3 weeks.
Yeah, bring it on.
Cool.
2 more weeks. We'll see you next week for part 2.
Thanks, guys.
See you.